it is finally here. We talked about it on the channel. We have that new Nothing Phone 1 in-house in the US, which is, I guess, pretty difficult to come by right now. Luckily, we were able to order it online after the whole ordeal we had with our StockX order. For those of you that don't follow the channel, a quick rundown. We were one of the original 100 bids that won the device that StockX claimed got lost. Apparently all 100 were involved in this, so nobody that won their auction to this point, as of this video going live, actually got them. We've been in touch with Carl Pei, we've been in touch with StockX, the Nothing support team. It's been a round and round cycle, and up until 2 days ago, we finally got word that after our order was canceled due to standard issues not being met, we were able to now repurchase this phone for what we originally bid on it. So a serial number on this phone, not being one of the first 100 to have it, didn't warrant us to go through with that order. So we were lucky we were able to place another order, like I said, for this device for a fraction of the price. Yeah, I don't know. StockX has definitely got some kinks to work out. We were able to order those Nothing Year 1s from them with no issue, but this fiasco it's unacceptable. Anyways, needless to say, in-house, you guys that are watching know all about this. We decided to go with the white variant. This is the 8 gig, 256 gigabytes of storage variant, running that Nothing OS, unique packaging. Let's go ahead and open this and take a look at what comes in the box. Okay, so as you can see right off the bat, it says Nothing Phone 1 with the display packaging showing the charging coil for wireless charging and some of the other internals on that transparent design. This is that unique, very slim box it's coming in. It does not actually have any plastic on it. It looks like you simply have a red pull tab there to open this, and I'm assuming the devices are going to slide out from the bottom or some part where you're going to open this from. The packaging is very neat though, as it is showing, and even on the wrap along shows that inside of that transparent design. Very neat. Again, this is the 8 gig, 250 gigs of storage. Not coming to the US necessarily just yet. Maybe a future version or another release will. It's not FCC certified. Supposedly you might not be getting great reception with this, but we'll see. We do have T-Mobile, and usually with T-Mobile unlocked phones work pretty great, so we'll see. A couple of specs that go along with this: 6.5-inch display with a 1080 by 2400 pixel density. It does have those two 50 megapixel cameras. It does shoot at 4K. You can get one of 3 versions. Like I said, this is the mid-range one. There's an 8 gig, 128 gigs of storage, this 8 gig, 256, and a 12 gig, I think 256 as well. So a couple of options for you if you want. You do have that 4500 milliamp hour battery, a ton of 4G and 5G bands. This was obviously just released in July, and yeah, it has Gorilla Glass 5 on the front, 5 on the back, an aluminum frame that's supposed to make it nicer, and of course that Glyph interface. The display is OLED with a wraparound display to make all the borders equal. This is awesome. It is substantially more costly, but something to keep in mind. It is running Android 12 with Nothing OS 1.1 on top of it, with what a lot of people were complaining about, that Snapdragon 778G Plus chip. I think it's going to be fine. Again, this is a mid-range device. A lot of people are complaining about certain aspects of this, but you have to put what your expectations are in check with the device coming in at basically 400 pounds. Aside from that, it does have an Adreno 642L GPU, and it is an octa-core processor, like I said. Yeah, I'm very curious about this. I do believe that the selfie camera does shoot only at 1080p. Again, a little bit of a downside, but gotta put those expectations in check. Let's go ahead and open this baby up. Alright, yep, so it does tear along. Alright, the entirety of the box. Oh, that's pretty neat. You can see actually that the device will slide right out. We'll set that to the side. And then it looks like there's another compartment with some accessories right to the right. This is very unique packaging. I really like this actually. You can say it says accessories right on the top here. And let's see what's going to come in this piece of the pie. Okay, so no charger in box if you're not aware, unfortunately. You do get a USB-C to USB-C cable. I was under the impression, I thought I heard it was braided. This is not. Just keep that in mind. Looks like your regular reading material, of course. Just pluck that to the side. And, alright, a somewhat unique, clear SIM ejector tool. That's pretty neat. Alright, set that right to the side. Let's get this baby out and take a look. If it wants to come off, there we go. Okay. So, we got a little plastic on the edge. Okay. So right off the bat, if you were just looking on this head on, yes, it's true. They say it looks like an iPhone 12, but it is lighter. The frame does look very comparable to what an iPhone looks like. You have your power button on the right here. Volume rocker's a little higher up on the left-hand side. Your microphone, speaker, USB-C port, and that SIM ejector tray. And then you flip this baby over, and this is where it gets interesting, obviously. They're calling this the Glyph Interface, where you have a whole bunch of, I believe, 900 LED lights, white LED lights, in addition to the one recording red LED light on the bottom. And yeah, this is supposed to make a unique difference to express yourself and all that. You can see on the side here it does say nothing, as well as all of the legal materials on the side. Yeah, I really like this look, guys. It is pretty light in hand for sure, like they were claiming. It looks like there is a pre-installed screen protector as well on here, so that's always good to see. One thing, and we'll touch on this in the next video, there has already been the first substantial update to this phone. It will be dropping hopefully as soon as we turn this on, with substantial upgrades to the low light camera and a whole bunch of other features, so I'm excited to see what that looks like, but I want to go hands-on with this version first. Let's go ahead and get this all turned on and set up, take a look at these lights, and we'll be right back. Okay, so everything's still being restored on the phone, but I have all our information in, and I want to go ahead and give you guys a look at this Glyph interface as well as some first impressions really quickly. So, first things first, the fingerprint sensor is a little lower on the display that I like, but when the display is on, when you use lift to wake and you're not on that AOD or always on display, and you tap it, it works amazingly quick. For some reason, when you actually have it on the AOD display, it's not quite as fast. You have to hold it that extra second. It's been consistent in this really small sample size testing, but it's definitely there. Now, having said that, let's jump into what everyone wants to see here, this Glyph interface, all these lights. That's really the highlight of the phone, as gimmicky as it might be. But when you launch the settings and you go into the Glyph interface, you can see you have a slider bar for brightness. It comes by default about 50% of the way up, and yeah, it has a bunch of preset ringtones that you can go to take a look at these. So, let me go ahead and turn these lights down for you guys, and let's take a look at these. Definitely see how this can kind of wear off as a gimmick. It does differentiate itself. It is pretty cool nonetheless. The wow factor is there, and I could definitely see it raising some, whoa, what is that, in public. Definitely could be a conversation starter. If you're looking for some attention, this will definitely get it for you. So there's about 9 baked in. You can use your own music, and it will go with that sound as well. But this is the feature that everyone's really talking about. What do you guys think about it? Comment down below. Do you think it's a gimmick or what? So we'll go through the last one here. And I can tell you the haptic engine actually is pretty good on this. I'm actually pretty surprised. I'm happy to see that though. Aside from that, you can obviously work it with Google Assistant. You can flip to Glyph, so if you turn it over, it'll automatically trigger all that. As well as when you're charging the device, this is used as a battery indicator. Pretty neat usage of it all, very neat to see, so I'm very curious to see how it updates over time. Another call out really quick too, that we did get notification of is if you go in your device and you go into the About, you can see everything we discussed. There is actually a software update waiting, as we were hoping for, and this is 1.1, and you can see all those release notes. Stay tuned and subscribe to the channel. We are going to be doing a whole video on these improvements and seeing the difference. It looks like it only weighs in at 144 megabytes, but we'll see if it makes a substantial difference or not after we use this. One last call out before I do a deeper dive in this. As you can see up front, I am using T-Mobile. If I turn off Wi-Fi, you can get a better gauge, but you can see it right in here as well. Mobile data, pulling in 4G, no issues yet with this. It is pulling in HD voice as well, so if you're thinking about importing it, a lot of people said don't bother, but we'll see. Make sure to thumbs up this video, guys, subscribe to the channel, and we'll be doing a lot more hands-on with this baby here, and a comparison with the Pixel 5a in the coming days. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.